Hello, I'm Dicky, and I with our team is here to present the concept and explanation underlying the system of linear equation. The linear equation was invented centuries ago that can be tracked easily to the 9 chapters on the mathematical art from ancient China. The use of the linear equations has inventions, scientists, and expect with the efficient and effortless problem-solving process that are prevent, create, resourceful, and fundamental for the following development of the mathematical and science. There has been many ingenious works of science presenting themselves in the form of the equations, such as Einstein's general relativity and Albert Schrodinger's equations.
The idea of linear equation combines variables with known parameters to demonstrate the mathematical relationships between them. The system of linear equations, which is a group of linear equations that contain more than one variable, is specifically applicable for circumstances where more than one element remains unknown to figure out. By listing all the possible results of each equation and do a cross-match can settle the final answer without having trouble in logical thinking. The linear equation is based on a common thinking pattern called linear thinking, which is used extremely frequent among the ancient human beings. Take a few examples of linear thinking: cause and effect, time sequence, spatial sequence, and as long as we are thinking according to specific rules, we are talking about linear thinking.
However, when we process changeable and unknown variables, linear thinking does not work effectively because the process cannot be completed in the absence of any parameters. With the application of linear equation, people are able to figure out unknown variables by the most comfortable way. Linear thinking, all we have to do is to let the known parameters identify the unknown variables, and with the system of linear equation, the capability of calculating variables have been dramatically evaluated to the distinctive level, where complex situations with narrow variables can be easily calculated by anyone who has been adversarially trained.
Let's walk through one example to see how the system of linear equation work to solve critical situation with UEFA's point system. In 2016's game, Portugal make it to the knockout match by 3 points without single lose. Let's see how the system of linear equations can be applied perfectly in this case.
First, we assume Portugal win by X and draw by Y. Based on the fact that Portugal has game for 3 matches, we can have X plus Y equal to 3. Then we apply the rules of point system, where are 3 points for win and 1 point for draw to the second equation, and we can have that. We can rewrite the equation 1 and 2 to make sure only one variable is on one side of the equation, so that X can be presented by Y, or conversely. Then we substitute the equation. And now, the original system has become a one-variable linear equation. We can have the answer of that. Y is equal to 3. Then we put it back to the equation 1. Then we have X equal to 0.
From that, we can easily understand that Portugal make it to the knockout match by 3 draws and 0 win. The funnier part of the case is that Portugal even totally won the grand champion with 0 win.
Nowadays, in order to predict the development of technology, agriculture, and economics empowered by its connection with functions, linear equations are widely used. Figuring out the linear equation is always the first step. That is the foundation of functional programming based on which the relationships between variables and non-parameters can be visualized in a graph. The same principle is also applicable for the government to operate law execution. The assistance of mass data has not only led the government into an age when accessibility becomes no longer a problem, but also authorizes the police to create a more accurate crime rate prediction easily by using mass data and corresponding linear equations.